Hey, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. Did y'all did y'all catch the tour? I know I've already made my ration of J.Wilson videos for this week. But this guy, he never stops ceases to amaze me. J.Wilson just went online for what it must have been at least an hour because I dozed off and woke up. He was still talking about. He going around his house and he's showing all the little trinkets he done picked up. I called it just right about that boy. Okay, so I told myself that, well, we're going to have to make an exception because I have every right to comment on this video this boy just made. J.Wilson, he called my house, he called my apartment and a Bardello fashions, or what did you say, Pornhub fashions or something like that. He made comments and references to my chandeliers. And what was there? Of course, it's always about the size of my apartment and so forth. J.Wilson, what's that saying goes? Don't comment where you can't compete or some shit like that. This boy is going around bragging. He got this great big old house, right? He is going around showing item for item every piece of junk he's collected over the last 5 years since he's been in that house. Now, I've seen people go around. It's tempting because when you find you have bargains, and you have finds. It's tempting to want to say how much things cost, and I've been guilty of doing that on occasion. You know, one of my favorite things to do was to go around to junk stores and thrift shops and things like that and find things that were unique, unusual, and for me, old. I don't like a bunch of new. TJ Maxx stuff. Anyway, I don't like a lot of modern stuff, but you have finds and things like that, and I loved it. But unfortunately, San Francisco, right now, there's hardly a thrift store, junk shop, or anything like that left in this city. The rent has gotten so outrageous that people simply cannot afford to have those kind of businesses here. As a matter of fact, the city is going through... be quiet, baby. These changes where even retail stores and things are having a hard time. Come here. Come on. They're working in the hallway again, believe it or not. Come here. Anyway, so I love to do that, right? I like junk shopping, but the quality of what is what we're going to get to, right? J.Wilson always wants to make comments about people's interiors. Like he's some kind of what is he, a design extraordinaire? I don't know. Maybe it's just something about his personality. He feels compelled to brag. Don't, J.Wilson. I told you I have an eye for aesthetics, right? I told you before in the video, I don't know, long ago, that little thing you have over your bed. I said, what's that? $4.99. I couldn't believe you came on this thing today and said that. Right? That was $4.99. It's with pride. I called it. I called the price on almost everything that you pointed out, J.Wilson. So I'm trying to understand what in the hell is... Baby, come on. Please stop. Come here. Come on. Oh, you're so bad. Oh, you're such a bad doggy. Get your bum up here. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, you be good. Be good. Say hello to people. Say, hi, Fred Stanford. Hi, Fred Stanford. You still in the junk business? Oh, you get anything good today? Yes. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, this boy just made an hour-long video going through everything in his house. Every picture, every rug, everything. And giving a price on it, on what it cost. All under the guise he's supposed to be trying to help people to buy the shit that he bought. I don't know. The reason why I change my seating sometimes is because the way this light hits. Okay. This I record in the window, so see this light right here? I try to avoid it, but it's hard to avoid sometimes. Anyway, he goes through his whole house. Even the things I thought, well, maybe he paid some money for at least that item. The one or two items. he came and smashed all of those fantasies, because those items were also $10, $20, $15. His little white friend came on Devolving Culture and told me everything in my house was worth $20. I told him, you should talk to J.Wilson. He's the one with all the $20 shit. I had no idea that it was literal. Look, J.Wilson, everything in your house, you very rarely did you mention anything worth over 50. Most of the stuff was $20, $15, $5 lamps. $5 lamps? And it's fine to do that. I mean, most people do, but everybody's not into interior design. I understand that. I know people, I shop for interiors like most people shop for their clothes on their back, right? It's just something that I do. But I know everyone's not like that. But to be on here bragging about pictures you done pay $4 for and $5, and you have furniture, you have articles of furniture in your house, that tables for $5. Why would you want a $5 table in your house? You think you're getting these grand deals because you have no idea about interiors. So you think you got this wonderful deal, but what you paid for, J.Wilson. You got what you paid for. You buying $3 and $4 and $5 junk, hanging it on the wall like it's art. You're getting this stuff from these damn discount stores and hanging it on the wall and calling it art for $10, $5. No, that's not how you shop for your home. I've always said that the home is nice. The architecture of the home is nice. But as far as your taste level, So the reason I feel comfortable making this video is because you're constantly talking about my apartment. What's wrong with my apartment? Let's do it. What's wrong? Let me show. What is wrong with my apartment? It's just an apartment, just a single person in an apartment, right? But what's so wrong with it? Why is this got to be a bordello? You don't like my lighting? Look at my lighting. That chandelier, that costs more than every piece of lighting in your whole home, including the floor lamps, the chandeliers. You said you have chandeliers hanging in your house for $40. So I'm just asking, why you feel so comfortable criticizing my apartment? See, there's a difference. There's architecture. Hands down, you have a big house. Can't compete with that. You can't compete with a little apartment, a one-bedroom apartment for a single person with no big house. It's ridiculous, right? But as far as design, as far as taste, there's no comparison. So why don't you shut up about my apartment then? Just shut up about it. I don't need your validation. Honey, I don't need nobody to tell me shit. Certain things you can do and you don't need validation for it, right? Some people, they're athletes. They can play basketball better than anybody, right? So they don't need you to tell them, oh, you're a wonderful basketball player. I know that. Some people who can sing, I'm talking about people who really can sing, they can sing. They know that's their gift. That's the art of being a singer, is the confidence. So just belt out a note that you know you can hit. That you know it sounds good. You don't need them to tell you what sounds good. You're telling them, but your voice, what sounds good. They're just appreciating what you do. I do that with interior design. I've done it for my whole lifetime. So for somebody like you just sitting here pointing out $3 and $4 pictures on your walls, it seems strange to me that you would have so much to say about something that I still consider myself semi-professional. I mean, I've worked as an interior designer, and before I became a dope fiend and let drug addicts in my house, I had a beautiful portfolio of all my work. So for you to confirm now, I mean, everything, not only the pictures, but even your articles of furniture. You're pointing out $5 tables. Your dining table, what was the whole dining table? The whole dining set was, what was that? $40 or something like that? That's the price you pay at junk shops. Not even at consignment stores or anything like that. It's just junk. But you have somehow in your mind, you thought you have it going on and nobody else does. It's the difference between architecture and interior design. And you don't have it, buddy. One more thing you don't have. So, from now on, when you bring up my apartment, calling it a bordello, calling it what do you call it? A storage room for art, or all the hateful, nasty things you say about my living condition, I'm going to bring up some of those prices. So now, when I leave this video, I got to go back to your video, and I'm going to start writing down those prices that you quoted. Although I was right about most of them. I always knew it. Not very rarely do you have anything in that house worth $20, over $20, like your friend Devolving Culture said. Only applied it to the wrong person. So I guess in your mind you feel like you're helping somebody, but I know it's just bragging about the house. I know what that is, J.Wilson. It's a reason to walk around the house and show the house. But you can show the house, but as far as the decoration, you need to leave that alone, buddy. You missed that. You missed the ball on that. You missed the ball on it. When you wanted to really do your house, because the house could be gorgeous. Could you imagine somebody like me with a house that size? The house could be gorgeous, but you have to get over this mentality. You supposed to go to some auction things with some cheap used Motel 6 furniture. You have to get over the idea you're supposed to go and furnish whole rooms for $100. You have to get over that. If you want something nice for your home, something you're going to be looking at for the next 20 years, save for that one item. Buy one thing. Don't go buy a whole house full of furniture in one day. I ain't paying $200. That's not something to brag about, J.Wilson. I think it's okay to have pride in your home and so forth. But get better. Get you some magazines. Subscribe to Architectural Digest, Metropolitan Home, and start forming some kind of style or taste. Don't just go and just buy junk from some junk merchants. You know, $5 here, $10 there. I mean, it's fun to go thrift shopping, but don't make that your primary. Don't make that the primary way you design your home. You want to mix things in gently. Mix cheaper things in gently. If you after a while you form a taste, an eye for something. You'll be able to go into a junk shop where everything is $5 and less, and you'll be able to find that one item that's actually worth $500. You see? If you want something for your home, save for it. And when you get a chunk of money, you go and buy that one thing. Just focus on that one thing. You were going on and on and on about this stuff. It sounded like you did it in like 2 or 3 trips. You just rented the U-Haul and went down and bought the whole house full of furniture. And you have so much to say about my furniture, my house, my home. I don't want to brag because I don't like bragging not like you do. But I will say, there are items here. One item is worth everything in your house. You can like that. You think I'm unfair for saying it, but you talk so much about my home. Look at that dining set. See that over there? You said your dining set was $40. Those just the 2 pieces and chairs. That was $1,500, J.Wilson. It's not even the same class of stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. So you can stop that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to write down a few of these prices. Every time you run your mouth about my home, how I live, and what my furniture is, and not your taste and your style and all that, I'm going to remind you of some of those $5 pictures, $15 artwork, couches for $30.